Thank you, cameraman Chad. Welcome to Adam and my Superman spoiler-free review. We just saw it because work and etc. So,
we're only a day late, so it's really not that big.
yes, but no, we didn't see it opening night. Anyways, because some of us have real jobs. I don't know what I mean by that. Okay, anyway, I figured we could start with a general thoughts from both of us, then perhaps some witty banter. Would you like to start with your general thoughts, or should I?
I can start with my general thoughts. It's definitely a movie I'd see again. I will give it that. I got the dog bowl. I left it in my car. Otherwise, I would show you. I definitely bought the dog bowl. I definitely recommend buying the dog bowl and a drink. It's better than if you just bought the bucket, because he got a drink and the bucket for $5 less than what I paid for a souvenir cup and the dog bowl. So, but it's up to you.
I have too many cups.
Having too many, you can never have too many cups.
Disagree, but carry on.
I will say I definitely think the trailer didn't do a lot of the things that happen in the movie justice. The movie itself, like just basing it off of the trailer versus the movie, I definitely feel like my opinions of the trailers is still very different from my opinions of the movie. My favorite part of the movie, honestly, Superman does not take top cake in this movie for me.
Okay.
In all honesty, for me, the character that kind of took top bill for this movie was Mr. Terrific.
Yes! Okay, yes. I would agree with that. I guess kind of piggybacking off that a little bit. So, like Adam said, I also really like this movie, and I would watch it again. I love the music. I think the music was great. Yes, it's a new theme. It's not. It's just a variation on the old Superman theme, and it's beautiful.
I don't know if you picked up on it, but the flight sequence has like it's barely noticeable, but it actually had a slight bit of First Flight from Man of Steel too.
I didn't notice it. I'm not very familiar with that, but love the music. I love the characters. Love the acting.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic.
I think the characters took some risks with the characters that I really liked in terms of from your comic book origin kind of things. I really liked them all for the most part. The one kind of criticism I have was for the general story. It felt a little cookie cutter, predictable at times. I feel like it didn't take enough risks with the overall story.
That's a fair criticism. I can agree with that.
But I think it's for a first movie, kind of still unclear if the Suicide Squad is part of this really or not. Or Blue Beetle. They've kind of flip-flopped on what they've said. I think they've both said that Blue Beetle is still a part of this.
I believe Blue Beetle is still a part of this.
Okay.
Part of the canon. And I believe
parts of the Suicide Squad are still canon?
Parts of Suicide Squad. I know Peacemaker Season 1 is still in the DCEU.
Yes.
And Peacemaker Season 2 is going to be...
Yes. So I get why it didn't take that many risks with it being so early on in this foundation building phase. But I'm excited for the future.
I do feel like the risks that I noticed that they could have taken and maybe should have, they didn't.
Yeah.
And the risks that they did, there were a couple of the risks that they took that I wasn't a big fan of.
Fair enough.
One was almost a deal breaker for the movie. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
But this is the spoiler-free review, so we're not going to get into that.
Yeah. You were right. Mr. Terrific, standout character. There was someone else who I had in mind that also really caught my eye, and I'm blanking right now, which is driving me nuts.
You could tell how much, I forget the actor's name that played Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, he was...
I can't remember his name. He's been in a lot of stuff.
He was Darwin
he's a fantastic
in First
actor.
Class. Eddie something. But yeah, he's great. I thought he was great.
You could tell how much, because he even said in interviews how much he loves Mr. Terrific as a character. So you can tell how much love and effort he put into being Mr. Terrific.
Okay, I know you have been a vocal advocate for Nathan Fillion as Hal Jordan. How do you think he did as Guy?
I really don't think that Guy had enough screen time for me to really judge him yet.
Fair enough. I was pleasantly surprised by Guy. I'm with you. We don't have enough to form a real opinion, but what I saw, I liked.
What I saw, I did enjoy as well. I think I'll wait for him to show up in Lanterns to really...
Fair enough.
To really hone in on how I feel about Guy Gardner. Because nobody really likes Guy.
That's the point, and that's what makes me like him.
And I like Nathan Fillion, so it's kind of like...
Yeah.
It's there, but it's not there, you know?
Yeah. Anyone else who deserves to be talked about?
Hawkgirl deserves to be talked about.
Fair enough.
Not enough screen time.
Yeah, I got a lot of old Justice League, Unlimited Justice League vibes from this character.
Yeah, I do think that personality-wise, she was very different.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were certain aspects of this Hawkgirl that I was like, oh, well, the Hawkgirl I'm used to would do this, and this Hawkgirl is taking a different approach.
Okay.
So you can definitely see that there was inspiration there
Yeah.
from other iterations of Hawkgirl, but she took it on her own.
Yeah, my second standout character just popped back into my head. Jimmy Olsen. I really liked this Jimmy.
Jimmy was pretty good.
I think the parts he was in, if he had any kind of real speaking role, he was stealing scenes for me. I really liked this Jimmy. I thought he was fun.
He was a lot of fun. This version of Jimmy was a lot of fun. There were a couple of standout moments for each member of each member of, like, not necessarily main characters, because like a lot of the people from the Daily Planet, like, you see them every once in a while in the comics, but you don't see them all the time.
Yeah.
It's like having Kat and Steve, like, each of them had their moments.
Steve Lombard. He was Steve Lombard. He was funny.
Yeah, he was definitely Steve Lombard. They didn't, you would think with how abrasive a personality Steve is that they might have shied away from using Steve, but they still went with a classic Steve Lombard.
Yeah, when I heard he was going to be in the movie, I thought, oh, he was going to get one line, but he has a couple moments, and I was appreciative of it.
Yeah, and I was appreciative of the fact that Kat got some moments too.
Yeah,
Kat Grant deserves some moments, and she's definitely not a sidelineable character, especially considering her history with both Superman and Clark in the comics.
Yeah. And if you watched Chad and my, I think it was a second trailer reaction, we figured out who the Pink Lady was, or Pink Ladies. You'll have to catch the spoiler one to figure that one out.
We haven't touched on the main three people of the movie yet.
That's a fair point.
So we probably should talk about...
Yeah.
We've been talking about all the side characters.
Yeah. No.
Which makes you think that they stole the show, but really...
Yeah.
Really and truly...
I think the fact that we haven't mentioned them yet means that they were exactly what we needed them to be, which is a good way to describe it. I really like Lex, I really like Superman, I really like Lois. Every one of those actors checked every box I thought they needed to.
Yes and no for me.
Ooh, okay.
So, I like Nicholas Holt's Lex.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Holt's Lex, it definitely takes to the classic Lex.
Yeah.
And the comics Lex. It pulls from a lot of different versions of Lex, but you can definitely see, especially from the interviews that Nicholas Hoult did with regards to this movie, you can definitely see how much he takes from Michael Rosenbaum.
Okay.
And you can definitely see how much the writing pulls from Smallville.
Yeah. See, I never watched Smallville, so I don't have that frame of reference, which I know could be sacrilegious to some.
It's sacrilegious to the person sitting right
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
You need to watch Smallville.
I got a lot of All-Star Lex Luthor vibes from him,
that's also fair.
Which James Gunn has said he took a lot of inspiration for that comic making these characters.
Which is fair.
And there were some All-Star Superman quotes in the movie, and I only know that because I just read it. The short is up on the YouTube now.
Lex was definitely Lex.
Okay. What thoughts on Lois Lane then? And we'll finish with the big boy in blue.
Thoughts on Lois? Lois was exactly what Lois needed to be.
Yeah.
And I haven't, honestly, each version of Lois that we've seen over every iteration of Superman, they've all been similar but different.
Yeah. And
all of them hit just the right Lois spots. Because they all have that witty relationship with Clark, that witty relationship with Jimmy. They hit all of the check marks for Lois.
Yes.
The interesting one for this one, and I know that, like, so the trailers kind of show it to you, which is why, like, in any of the trailer reacts that I was a part of, I never had an issue with Lois.
Yeah, fair.
This is very Lois Lane in terms of, like, I care more about my job than literally anything else.
Punk rock Lois.
It was talked about in interviews and stuff like that, the whole punk rock Lois thing, and she practically lives off of ramen and stuff, and, like, she keeps the stuff at her desk.
Yeah.
Like the instant meals, the way too much sugar in her coffee. It all just screams Lois.
Yeah, no, she checked every box for me. Now, the boy in blue, the moment we've been waiting for.
The big boy in blue, our new Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I came into the movie judging David Cornsweet very, very harshly.
What? No.
Because the interview scene that we get
Mhm.
in the trailers, it almost makes him seem a whole lot more like a loose cannon than he actually is.
Fair enough. Yeah, that is one thing that I kind of saw too, that he has his moments, but in the context of the movie, they feel real.
Yes and no.
Okay.
I'm still not a fan of that interview scene, even after watching it in the movie.
I like it.
It's my least favorite only because of the fact that, like, when I think of Superman interview scene with
Yeah.
Lois Lane, it always goes back to 1968 or 1978. Sorry, wrong year.
Yeah.
The 1978 film will always be quintessential Superman interview scene.
Yeah. I think it goes to go back to his Smallville naivety, his believing the good in everything and everyone, and he believes that he's so gung ho that yes, he'll get upset about it. That's how I took that.
Which is fair. I just think that in a lot of ways, Superman normally expresses that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Without getting all uproar.
Okay. I can see that.
Like when he normally interviews, even in the comics, he doesn't normally get like super visibly like angry when he's defending what he does.
Yeah.
So for me, that scene was a little bit rough for me. It's not like a deal breaker for the film.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like a one-off thing that I was like, oh, I noticed this. I wasn't a fan of it.
Fair enough. I think he captured the corniness well, if that makes sense.
Oh, most definitely.
So
yeah, keep an eye out for that. When you guys see the film, keep an eye out for the corny moments.
Crypto's great too.
Crypto is fantastic. Crypto deserves
all the
love and all the best things.
Anyway,
he's such a good boy.
Anything else we can think of here? I think that sums it up a good bit.
I think it does. I definitely think that I'm looking forward to more from David Cornsweet's Superman.
Absolutely.
I will say in my mind, I kind of there was a little bit of suspension of disbelief with regards to when the movie takes place in the Superman timeline. Because there are moments where it doesn't feel like a year 3 Superman.
Yeah.
It feels like a week 3 Superman.
Fair enough. That's kind of where I went with the risk-taking thing that I mentioned earlier. But we'll see what happens.
Right. And I think Superman still has a lot to learn. I think they shake things up. When we get to doing the spoilery review, we will definitely get more into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah.
And talk a whole lot more about the more in-depth feelings. So look out for that. Coming soon to a YouTube near you.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
But yeah, I think that kind of
sums it up.
One last thing.
Oh.
As a closer.
Okay.
From both of us, go get your dog bowl and your drink, and go see the movie. That way you can come back, watch our spoiler review, and either agree with us, don't agree with us. When we do post that spoiler review and you watch it, you can always comment, let us know, hey, we agree with this point that you guys made, we disagree with this point that you guys made. We look forward to hearing from you guys and look forward to posting that other review so that we can get some more opinions in here.
Cameraman Burkett!